Hello everyone, I hope you all are very fine. We have completed all the portion of class test 4, isn't it? Chapter 9 and chapter 11. So today in this video we are going to revise chapter 9 so that you could not feel any problem in revision. So I hope this video will be helpful in revision. So without any delay, let's start this video. First of all, let's remind what is the meaning of the reproduction. The reproduction means the way in which the animals used to produce of their own kind. What it means, own kind? Own kind means the lion will produce lion only and the insect will produce insect only. Okay, so this is why we used to say that reproduction is the process in which they used to produce of their own kind. And why it is happen? It happens so that they can maintain the same species on the earth. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? They will extinct from the earth, like the dinosaurs. Nowadays, we cannot see the dinosaurs. Why? Because dinosaurs has been extincted. So, if they will not reproduce, their species will be disappear from the earth. So, to maintain the species, they have to reproduce. But this process happens by two ways. First, by laying egg. Many animals, we are knowing how many animals like reptiles, insects, turtle or the birds especially, they used to lay the egg and inside the egg the baby is getting developed. The other process is by giving birth to their babies. After a fixed period of time, when they have developed inside the body of the mother, that is womb. Womb is the organ in which the baby used to get developed inside the mother's body. When they are developed, they used to come out from the mother's body. This process is known as by giving birth to their baby. So this is the another way how they used to reproduce. And the animals that used to give birth to the babies are known as mammals also. Okay, the mammals are the animal which used to give the birth to their babies and also they feed them with their own milk. And the other properties are also there, like the mammal's body is covered with the hair and fur. And they also take care of their babies very nicely. They are very good mother. Mammals are very good mother. Why? Because they take care of their babies very nicely. They bring the food for them and they also protect them from the enemies. Most of the animals, many animals we have studied in this chapter, after laying egg or after giving birth, they just left over there and they never come back to their babies. But mammals don't do like this. Mammals keep them teaching how to fight against the enemies and also how to find the food for them. Okay, so that's why I am saying mammals are the good mother and we human beings are also the mammals. Okay, so till they are developed, when they are baby, they used to protect from the enemies and at the same time they also teach them how to protect, so that when the baby will grow, they will know how to protect themselves and how to find the food. So till they are baby, they keep on protecting and they leave their baby when they are independent. When baby become independent, that means they are able to live alone. That time their mother, their parents left there. So this is the reason why they are very nice and they are very caring about their babies. Now we are going to know the structure of the egg. Basically, the egg is having the three layer. The outermost layer is known as the egg shell, which is mostly made up of the calcium. And mostly it used to protect the inner substances which is present inside the egg. Okay, and the second layer is albumin. This layer is watery substance. Okay, and it is containing protein. Please keep in the mind, it contains protein. Second layer of the egg, which is known as albumin, contain protein and it is protecting the yolk, which is the innermost part of the egg. The third or the innermost part of the egg is yolk, which is the rich source of the fat, and this part is only converting into the baby. The baby started developing inside the yolk only. And this is known as embryo. Embryo is the starting stage of the baby and this happens inside the egg. That's why in the picture yolk and embryo both has been shown. So here only the baby get developed and during the development from where they get the food? From the yolk only. So yolk is the rich source of fat also, and it is used to provide food for the developing baby also. Now we are going to discuss the life cycle of some of the animal which is given in chapter 9. So first we are going to start with the frog. So when the female frog become adult and they are ready to lay the egg, they go into the water and they lay thousands of jelly like egg, and their eggs are known as a spawn, as I have explained. So these are the jelly like material, and inside that there is a black spot. That black spot is known as embryo, which is only developing into the frog. After some time, the very tiny fish like a structure is coming out from this jelly like egg, which is known as tadpole, and these tadpole are looking like the fish. Why? Because they are not having anything except tail. So if you are seeing at this initial stage of the frog, you cannot recognize whether that is the frog or that is the tadpole. Okay, that's why sometimes we used to say tadpoles look like fish. Okay, after that what happened? After some time, the gills are developing inside that, and the back leg also start developing. It is very interesting to know, in the tadpole when they are getting developed, first back legs used to develop, and then after the front leg used to develop. During this phase they are living inside the water all the time. So what is the food for the tadpole? The food of the tadpole is the plants which is growing inside the water. After some time, these gills are replacing by the lungs as a breathing organ. And what it means? It means they are able to go on the land. If one time they have developed lungs, that means they can breathe on the land, and they start jumping over the land. At that time they are having both the legs and lungs as a breathing organ, and they are having tails also. Slowly these tails start disappearing, okay, and at last it disappear completely. When you will see the adult frog, it is not having any tail. Okay, why? Because it has been disappeared. So one question can be arise from here also: which part disappear when the froglet convert into frog? So answer is tail. After some time, when they are fully grown up, they have become adult. That means again they are able to lay the egg. If the frog is female, again they will lay the egg, and if they are male, they will only help in the reproduction. So this was the life cycle of the frog. Next life cycle we are going to discuss is the grasshopper. Again I am reminding you, the life cycle of the grasshopper is exactly same as the cockroach. Don't be confused. What the baby cockroaches and baby grasshopper is known as nymph. Actually nymph is the common word for those insects whose baby exactly look like their parents, but they are very small in size. So when the grasshopper is hatching out from the egg, they exactly look like their parent. That means look like adult, only they are very small. So these type of insect, okay, hatchlings are known as nymph. So life cycle of grasshopper start with the egg. They lay the egg, and from the egg the baby comes out, which is known as hatchlings or the nymph. Okay, these hatchlings are known as nymph in the case of grasshopper and cockroach. One more time I am repeating. During the growing from the nymph to adult, they go through the several stages of the molting. What is molting? Shedding of the old skin. So why? Because if they will not shed the old skin, they are not able to grow. Okay, that's why they have to shed the skin. So nymph keep on shedding the skin and keep on growing, and at last they become adult. Next life cycle, which is a very beautiful life cycle I am going to share with you, is life cycle of butterfly. So there are 4 stages in the life cycle of butterfly. The life cycle start with the egg. They used to lay the egg on the leaf, which can be the food of the caterpillar. Because initially the caterpillar are very small, and they cannot go from one leaf to another leaf. So that's why the mother butterfly had to lay the egg on that kind of the leaf which can be the food for the caterpillar. Once they come out from the egg, they start eating first of all their empty eggshell only, and they start eating the leaf on which they have hatched out. Okay, after that, when they become bigger and they are able to go from one leaf to another leaf or one branch to another branch, they go and keep on eating leaf and become very fat and big. When they have eaten enough and they have become enough big, then they decide to convert themselves into the motionless stage, which is known as pupa. Pupa is that stage which is the fourth stage, okay, in which they don't do anything. Caterpillar don't do anything. They don't eat, they don't move, only they undergo into the transformation. What is the meaning of transformation? That means this is the stage where the caterpillar is converting into the butterfly. And this stage is also known as chrysalis, and the outer layer of the pupa is known as cocoon. So after some day, after 9 to 10 days, from this pupa a beautiful butterfly is coming out, okay, and they are ready to go from one plant to another plant. So this is the life cycle of the butterfly. Next life cycle of the housefly is similar with the butterfly, but only one difference is that the larva of the housefly is known as maggot, the larva of the butterfly is known as caterpillar, and the larva of the housefly is known as maggot. But it is also having the four stages. First is egg, second is larva, third is pupa, and fourth is housefly. Their egg is very small and it is white in color, and housefly used to lay the egg on the dirty places, on the garbage places, and there only the larva is coming out from the egg and they are feeding on that garbage and rotten food only, and they keep on growing, and at last and the fourth stage they convert into the pupa, and after some days from the pupa the housefly is coming out. Okay, so one question can be asked from these two life cycle, from the butterfly and housefly, that what is the name of the larva of the housefly and what is the name of the larva of the butterfly. Okay, the larva of the butterfly is caterpillar, the larva of the housefly is maggot. The next I am going to discuss is a life cycle of the fish. Okay, the fish used to lay the thousands of jelly-like fish, jelly-like egg again, which is known as a spawn. The spawn is the common term for the egg of the frog also and eggs of the fish also. So don't be confused. So they are laying the thousands of egg. Why they are laying the thousands of egg? Because many of the eggs are eaten by the bigger fish. That's why they are giving thousands, so that at least 100 of the egg can develop into the baby. So when the these eggs are developing baby inside that, which is known as embryo. Okay, if the life start getting developed inside the egg, which is known as embryo, after that these fish are coming out from the egg, but this time the food pouch is attached with this. The third stage is known as larva. The larva of the fish is having the food pouch with them. Why? Because they are not able to swim into the water very nicely and they could not find the food. So that it is very important to have the food pouch so that they can get the food for some time. After that, when they are becoming fry, that means their size has been developed, that time they are having the small fins and tails also. It means they can swim into the water and they can find the food. So there is no need of the food pouch. That's why you are seeing in this picture fry is not having any kind of food pouch. After fry, the next stage is fingerling. That means the size of the fish is about the finger. That's why we are calling it fingerling. After some time it become adult fish, and again they are able to repeat the same life cycle. The last topic that I am going to discuss is about the reptiles. Reptiles are also laying egg, okay, and it is very interesting to note down some of the reptiles just laying egg and they are never coming back, like turtle and snake. After laying egg they are just going away, and How the incubation process is happening in them? Incubation process happens due to the surrounding and the sunlight. They are getting warmed from the sunlight and surrounding, and the baby is getting developed into the egg. When they are developing, they are hatching out. Here one more thing was there, how they are laying the egg. They are laying the egg by making hole in the ground. And they make a hole, and in the hole only they used to lay the egg, and they cover by the shallow soil. After some time baby are coming out and they are moving here to there. But in this also, the alligator or the crocodile, they are also taking care of their babies. Now they are the exceptional. Okay, they after laying egg, they don't leave the egg alone. They keep doing care of their babies. Okay, when their baby are grown up and they are independent, they can leave their own, then only the mother crocodile leave them. Okay, so this was the revision of chapter 9. I hope this video will be helpful. Thank you so much.